Jeremy Showtime Grimes of Studio 22, and I'm line.
You're on the Three Count Podcast.
And you're listening to the Three Count Podcast.
I knew that she raised one. All of your hate won't change none.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Chaz Evans. I am the host. I am the Don. And you are listening to the Three Count Podcast. Let's go down the roster. Introducing first, he is my tag team partner. He is the co-host. He's the man that also runs the show because I don't do shit. I don't run shit. I just talk shit. He is the hitman. He is the landlord of the dog pound. He is the Red Dog, Cliff Miller.
What you gonna do, brother, when these 24-inch pythons catchphrase all over you?
He did. He totally did. He really did. Okay. All right, we're going to go with that.
We are. That wasn't bad, actually, even though fuck Hulk Hogan. But introducing next,
Don't talk about my homeboy.
Cliff's. He is Clifford's. I gotta keep in character. He's Cliff's best friend. He's rocking his Denver Broncos shirt today because he's a Broncos fan. Ladies and gentlemen, we may call him Anthony, but here on the podcast, he's known as Lou, the franchise.
Hold on, time out. I gotta do this.
Oh my God.
Did he just take his shirt off?
That's a bad.
Yeah, he totally did. Yeah, he did.
Whose tattoo is that?
So much
Crack
better.
kills. Hey! I'm with, you know what? I'm okay with that. For my for our audio people, you know, or our podcast listeners who can't see, Anthony just took his shirt off, his Denver Broncos shirt, by the way, to put on the official Duffing season T-shirt. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That's going down as one of the best intros so far on the podcast. And yes, all bias is included. Let's keep going down. Introducing next, he is the Dark Lord himself. From the depths of hell himself, he has come to grace the podcast with his evil ways, his inappropriate comments, and downright offensive talking points. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Lord himself, Damien Fatale.
I'd like to tell everybody that they can kiss the lightest part of my ass.
But you're dark.
Oh, do you can imagine how far the light part is? Now can't you?
Pretty deep.
Oh, wow. And introducing next, last but certainly not the least, he's my little brother. He's the college boy, Millersville's very own. He is also known as the Napster. He's also known as Josh, JJ, Joshua, Yeshua. But here on the Three Count Podcast, thanks to the one and only Cliff, his name is Q.
Hit the music.
I just want to know we can barely hear this music that you're playing.
Thank God.
I'm not going to say that he looked like an uncircumcised penis with that thing.
I like to take the sidewalk.
Just
For keeping me off the street. Dangerous times are going on right now. Make sure you're locked and loaded for everything. Chitty bang! Where's my book go? Shoot, study every day. Okay, that was terrible.
Yes. What? That way to be prepared. Woo!
Where'd that?
Eject.
Jack Dose.
All right.
Again, he looked like a uncircumcised. I mean, he looked like a circumcised penis with that thing on his head. I'm just saying.
All right, that was
All I got is
My man out here,
Alrighty.
15, freshman 15.
Hold on. There's certain things I can't say on YouTube, isn't it?
You see that?
Yeah, there is.
He's
So
been
I'm just
appreciate it.
Yeah, fuck YouTube.
But here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right down it. Yeah, this is the 3 Count Podcast. You know, Jeremy isn't here. It's his birthday, so we're gonna give Jeremy a super, super, super happy birthday from everyone here at the 3 Count Podcast. Happy birthday, bro!
Happy birthday!
You got the day off today,
Birthday.
That's why you.
so
third
go
place.
check out.
Wow.
Anyway, that's why Jeremy Grimes gotta go check out his roast. I think it's on YouTube, isn't it? Is his roast on YouTube yet? Or isn't it?
Yeah, it should be up. Actually, it should be on this channel right now.
Exactly. So go ahead. After you watch this, go check out the roast of Showtime Jeremy Grimes.
Happy birthday,
featuring
Taz's
the
dad.
one and only. Yes, happy birthday to my dad, Jeremy Grimes. Justin isn't
Oh,
here.
cool.
He
I
should
don't
be
have to
making
pay
a
tax
run in.
support.
Yeah, Damian. Jeremy took over as my wrestling dad since I
Oh,
moved
cool.
on.
Awesome. I don't have to pay child support no more. Woo-hoo! Yeah.
Jeremy does. Guess what? Jeremy doesn't pay child support either. So
Oh, I am
Aren't you
not
the
the
grandpa
father.
of this?
I'm trying to tell you, you can see me right now. I'm doing the I'm not the father dance.
You're the grandpa.
All you gotta do is hit the backflip like they do in Maury.
I've seen that. That's funny. Let's get right
Yeah, I'm
down
not doing that in my
to
bedroom.
some announcements, guys. So announcements. If you have not already listened to the Now Entering the Ring with Dorian Robinson, then you need to go stop this podcast, go back and listen to that one because you definitely don't want to miss that. Also, if you want to go support the 3 Count Podcast, as you can see me and Cliff are wearing one of the very illustrious 3 Count Podcast t-shirts, go to prowrestlingtees.com/the 3 Count Pod. Get yourself a 3 Count Podcast t-shirt. Support your boys here at the 3 Count Podcast. With that being said, let's move on down to the Wednesday Night Rundown. Alrighty, so we're back at it again with the Wednesday Night Rundown. The playoffs for the NBA and the NHL has suspended the Wednesday Night Wars for the past couple of weeks, but we're back at it with head-to-head competition on Wednesday nights between NXT and AEW. And like always, AEW came up with the W in viewership. 886,000 viewers tuned in to watch AEW this week with the parking lot fight or brawl was that main event. And NXT came in at 689,000. And the main event for NXT was what? Anyone remember? Because I did not watch NXT this week.
Like
It's the main
889.
Who was it, Cliff?
Like, oh, you're looking for the main event for
NXT.
NXT? Bro, I can't remember.
What was it? Wow, maybe that's why
Thatcher?
NXT only got 689,000. I don't even remember.
Well, that's like
That's garbage.
That's like 800,000+ stupid assholes watching Planned Parenthood. So I feel bad for them.
Anyway, but yeah, AEW came up with the W this week, and we'll go back next week and see if NXT can get a dub. So,
Per usual.
on.
I mean, the NXT has got lucky the last couple of weeks because they couldn't be on Wednesdays.
well, I mean, you can say the same for both shows, though. 'Cause I think, what you call it,
AEW
pulled
has won
in
like
almost
10 in a
$1 million.
row.
Well, I mean, AEW's been winning this whole time. Like, I'm not even gonna. Let's keep it $1.50.
They've been giving NXT the wood.
They have been. But we can all agree on that being off of Wednesday nights was good for both shows because, like I said, I think AEW almost pulled in close to almost 1 million viewers one of these past weeks.
They did.
No, they did. Right, they did. They did pull in 1 million. So who knows what will happen in the future? Maybe AEW could or NXT could go be both successful on other days except for Wednesday nights.
No, I just think.
know,
What I think
Alrighty.
I think NXT moves to Tuesday, and AEW stays on Wednesday, because AEW by themselves pulled in a mill last week, and then this week when NXT came back, obviously the viewers got siphoned off and went with NXT as well. By the way, the main event for NXT was Timothy Thatcher challenging for the NXT North American Championship against
With Damian Priest. Right.
which was a solid match.
Gotcha,
too, by the
gotcha.
way. I have to be honest, but don't get
So,
the brawl. Like, my attention was on the brawl the whole time. I had to go back and
yeah, and well, since we on the topic of the brawl, I actually enjoyed the brawl. We all know, I hate best friends. I still do. Don't like anything that they do, but I actually enjoyed the parking lot brawl. It was actually something that I was like, oh shit, this is pretty dope. So shout out to Proud and Powerful and Best Friends for putting on a good parking lot brawl. So we're gonna move on to our topics for today's show. We gotta do a combination of two topics into one, because we do have to play our favorite game. If I had the pencil, because Clash of Champions is coming up this Sunday, so we definitely want to do that. So let's get right down to business. So rumors has been going around this past week of a certain former WWE talent signing a contract to return, that being Melina. Melina, there was reports that Melina had signed a contract to make a return in WWE. She has come out on her personal Facebook page to deny the said allegations. She said, and I quote, let me pull that up. This makes my heart ache because I love my fans so much. I want you to realize that these sites that claim they know what's happening don't. How many times have they falsely reported things about me and said I am returning? You can't believe them because they do not report real or correct news. They often twist things up to get clicks. I am not signed with WWE, but it doesn't mean it's not a possibility. My reason for this post is that it bothers me that these sites lie to fans. And she goes on talking about how the dirt sheets are terrible. And, well, we know that the dirt sheets are terrible. So let's talk about that. Do we want to see Melina return in WWE? Would that be a good move for her? Yes, no, maybe so. Let's get your thoughts on it. College boy, you start this one off.
Look, okay, so I remember as a kid having a crush on Melina. Thought she was awesome. Here's my thing. Should I think she'd return? Probably not. She'll probably end up like Mickie James. I'm just gonna keep it a stack 50. Like, she'll end up like Mickie James, having botched finishes, basically putting over everybody else. Even though like she should, because she is a veteran. But no, I don't think it's a good move. But if she did come, I'd be like, yeah, I can see Melina again. But
All right, go ahead, Cliff.
James.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, I would 100% support her coming back to WWE. I know she says not true, and I hear JJ's argument about, you know, the latest run for Mickie James, but let's be real, man. Like, when Mickie James first got back in and she was on NXT, she was tearing down the house. And even when she came up to SmackDown and she was like La Luchadora, she looked really good still. Like, the mask, is that what they called her? I don't remember. Anyway, so she came through. She showed up during the Bliss segment. I really enjoyed her on there. And then she was doing well all the way up until, you know, she had she had her knee injury. And then when she had her knee injury, she kind of faded off. And when she came back, obviously that's where they kind of like started wasting her away with like the stupid count out. And then like, I don't even know the botch finish. I don't even know what to call that thing that happened with Asuka for the title. It was just, I don't know, man. I really do enjoy. I would like to see Melina back in WWE because I'll be honest, it's the only place that makes sense for her. Like, can you see her in AEW? Like, are you really going to see her in NWA? You know what I mean? Like, it's really like big TV wise, it's the only spot that really makes sense for her. So yeah, I would love to see her back in WWE.
The Dark Lord, your turn. You're up.
All right, so I have to actually care to really assess this situation. I mean, like, I enjoyed watching her wrestle, but yeah, Actually, the only reason why I want to come back is I want to see what happens between her and Morrison. They should be on the same show. I'm curious.
Oh, you're
I
so
just want to
petty.
see the.
You're
I
so
just want to see the
toxic.
backstage stuff. I mean, I heard they were toxic. That makes good TV. I want to see the fallout of that. Bring in Morrison's wife. Huh. The cat fight. Like
I
the
mean,
real cat fight. Like, you know,
Morrison's wife.
bitches giving other bitches black eyes. I want to see that.
Hey, man, that's cruddy.
I mean, I don't like it.
That's a good TV, but it's cruddy.
Exactly. I want to see some love and hip hop brawling.
Then watch the
I hate that show so much.
Call it Love and Wrestling.
Anthony.
Um,
Oh,
I don't know, man. Maybe if you put her in NXT, like the whole Miz and Morrison thing. I'm glad that they could get Miz some kind of TV spotlight and John as well. But Miz, they both are really good in single competitors, and really bringing Melina back to try to have that trio again, it'd be boring. I mean, NXT would probably be the best place for her.
so all right. Here's my take on this. I don't want to see Melina in WWE. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I enjoy her in NWA, which I think she really fits there for that women's roster, being that she is one of the veterans there. It gives the NWA women's division some prestige with her being a part of that roster, and I think it's a good look for her to be in the NWA. Now, her going in WWE, I have to agree with Josh. I think WWE has moved on from the old, I don't want to say the old, but the old divas talent that used to be in the WWE, and they moved, and they have this talent now. We have the Sasha Banks, the Baileys, the Charlotte. Who else we got up there?
Becky.
I can't. Becky.
Naomi.
I think Naomi. Yeah, I think we've moved on from that time period. And I think, it would more or less hurt her going back to WWE, whereas her staying where she's at in NWA would, more or less do better for her career, especially with her winding down.
But
Well, why not go back home though?
yeah, that was
there.
my.
But go home and job, though? That's my thing. Go
Well,
home and job?
To be fair, she's not going to job. She's going to help elevate those talents that aren't
Exactly.
up there yet. Like, think about it. Like, if Bianca Belair or Shayna Baszler or Asuka or Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, there's a whole bunch of matchups that you could put with Melina to elevate that. So to be fair, yes, we're past the divas thing, but understand, Melina could still wrestle. Like you said, right? You bring her to NWA because you want to lift the prestige of the NWA. You can still bring her back and put her in the NXT world. Think about her giving the rub to Shotzi Blackheart. Think about her. And the crazy thing is Melina can still win over these females, and they can still get that push, that rub, that bump to help elevate their status. I don't fault. I understand the thought process, but I just think in the end, Melina is still a steady hand. She can still wrestle. She's very good. She's very talented as far as getting her words across. I don't see a problem with her going to NXT or even going to SmackDown and help elevating these women to another level.
All right. Okay, so next up on the women segment of wrestling that we got going on. Tessa Blanchard, everyone's favorite women's wrestler. We haven't talked about her in a while.
Hey,
She's
I
been
like
in the
her.
news. She's been in the news quite a lot this past week. Well, let's start off with the fact that WWE Battlegrounds, the new video game by 2K, had a picture of Tessa Blanchard in their video game, and let's just say the photographer was not happy about that. Of course, they had a patch and they changed up the picture. It's no longer Tessa's no longer in the game unless you have a Nintendo Switch. But if you have a Nintendo Switch, she's still on there. But Tessa Blanchard, she just recently dropped the a women's title to Kylie Ray at one of the stadium shows this past week. So, with that being said, is Tessa Blanchard setting up to debut in blank? Finish that statement. Cliff.
Is she set to debut in WWE? Yeah, 100%. You don't get, because like the thing is with like some of these video games, man, they get the word and they have to like build the characters up around them so that they know like who's supposed to be coming in to where. So they kind of get the jump so they can do like the DLC packages or whatever. I could only imagine that Tessa's probably going to be in a DLC package for this, right? So when Battlegrounds has their DLC come out, Tessa will be one of those characters you can get. Yeah, so I just find it crazy that this big of a botch would have happened in the game and WWE would not have said anything. Like, especially not having anybody at WWE like test the game out first. So it kind of is what it is. But yeah, that's why I see her. I see her going to WWE. That way they can kind of build up like another women's pay-per-view like around Tessa, because obviously we don't have Charlotte, we don't have Becky, Sasha and Bayley are doing their thing, holding down the division or picking up the division, doing what they can with the division. But yeah, I just think ultimately, I didn't want to say holding down the division because that just sounds wrong. But I definitely think like that's where you want to be at, and I think that's where Tessa's going to be, man.
Anthony?
Thank God for this botch. It gives me hope that she's going to be in WWE and not going to AEW. In the story.
All right. Dark Lord, what you got for me?
I would love to see Tessa in WWE because like I'm a big fan. Unlike you guys, I'm cool with her.
I mean, she's a bully and a racist.
Yeah, and guess what? Am I not a
Allegedly.
bully or a racist?
Allegedly.
Am I not a bully or a racist? All right then, we stick together.
Allegedly.
Tessa, I got your back. Allegedly.
My God, we are totally getting kicked off the internet.
Look, it's not my fault that I'm cool with Tessa. All right, like I like her. I like her style of wrestling. I like how she is mean outside of the ring. Don't take shit from nobody. Put them fools down. The shovel's real.
All right, JJ.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say I bet you this is what happened. One of the content creators probably, how they had like the content store or whatever. That's probably where they got the Tessa thing from. Psych, just kidding. She's coming to WWE. Ricochet, watch your back because she's going to beat you up again.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Allegedly.
She pulled up at NXT to beat him up.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, it happened.
Did she get
All
arrested?
allegations.
Did she get arrested?
Vince don't care. Look what he's doing to
My
Ricochet
question
now.
is, did she get arrested?
No, she didn't.
All right, so it didn't happen.
Whatever. And I think, Cliff, the word you want to say is Sasha and Karen are carrying the women's division. Thank God there's no Charlotte Flair. That's all I
Hey,
mean.
don't talk about my homegirl either. I'll
Charlotte.
come to where you at. I will choke you out like I did your brother. Don't play with me.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Damn.
Sorry, Chad. I love you, buddy.
So here's the thing with Tessa, right? So I could see her going to WWE, and I wouldn't have a problem with that. But I could also see her going to NWA. And am I on the NWA train? Probably so. I just would love to see Tessa versus Thunder Rosa for the NWA Women's Championship. I think that'd be a dope ass match. As far as the with the video game, it's that I think and that's the only reason why the video game. I think that's why that she's going to WWE because there's something like that you don't miss because that's a blatant. If you look at the picture that they took it from and you look at the video game screenshot, that is a blatant copy. Like
yeah.
you can tell that's Tessa. You can like my
hands
2-month-old child could have told me that was Tessa Blanchard, and he doesn't even speak. So
I can hear her speak.
shut up, Josh. So I want Tessa to go to NWA because I do want to see the NWA thrive because I'm glad that they're back and they got a bad case of COVID fucking them up because they were on a really hot run beginning of this year.
Yeah, they were.
So I really would love to see NWA thrive, but I can definitely see Tessa going to the E. And speaking of the NWA, I think we should probably just call this show Chaz Puts Over the NWA. Our last topic before we play our favorite game, if I had the pencil, and before the power rankings, Nick Aldis, ladies and gentlemen, he is the NWA heavyweight champion of the world, reaches a historic landmark. So his historic landmark of becoming the NWA heavyweight champion is now at 700 days and counting. His combined reigns, which is 2, by the way, because he was the champion before. Then he lost it to Cody. Then he beat Cody to regain the title. His combined days of his reigns puts him at 965 plus days. So he's currently the number 9 spot and for the most accumulative days with the 10 pounds of gold. So we are going to debate the topic. Is Nick Aldis the greatest or one of the greatest NWA champions of all time? We'll start with you, Anthony.
I mean, you kind of gotta put him at the top of the list with both these runs and the combined days. I'm trying to think who would we even say would give him a running, but I can't come up with anybody. You have to at this point.
Anthony game up. So who do you think is the greatest then, if not Nick? He's gonna say Flair. He's gonna say Flair. Watch. He's gonna say Flair. I knew he was gonna say Flair. I told y'all.
I mean, but it is true though. Flair was that man. So.
Yeah, Flair was the man. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from Flair. Flair held. I think he held NWA what title? 10 times, I think.
10 times.
Actually, let me look. He wore 10 times because he's number 2 of total days because number 1 is Lou Thesz. So Lou Thesz.
Yeah.
Lou Thesz. He had 3 reigns for 3,749 days. Ric Flair 10 reigns, 3,116 days. Number 3, Harley Race with 8 reigns, and that's 1,801. I'm just want to put the difference in days,
right,
between Flair and Race. That's a huge jump.
Difference.
Yeah,
exactly. After Harley Race is Dory Funk Jr., Dan Severn, Gene Kiniski, Adam Pearce, Jeff Jarrett, Nick Aldis, Pat O'Connor, Jack Briscoe, Buddy Rogers, Rob Conaway, Blue Demon Jr., Orville Brown, Naoya Ogawa, I probably butchered that, Terry Funk, Dick Hutton, Jax Dane, and the one, the only Tim Storm. So that's the top 20 reigns of NWA champions for, as far as reigns are total days concerned. Anthony said Rick went with Flair. And let's go with Josh. Who you got, buddy? What do you think about Nick Aldis' historic reign going so far?
Look, all right, so here's going to be my analogy. Did we put when Brock held the title and he beat CM Punk's days, do we hold that as a great reign, per se, even though he barely wrestled?
No.
Nope.
Damien. Stop.
I said,
Stop the cap. Anyway,
don't make me.
and so can we really like base it off of days? You know where my analogy is thinking.
Yeah, but I have to. I'm gonna argue this with you. Nick has wrestled, and he's wrestled with that belt in all different companies, and he puts that belt on the line in different companies. Like Nick has been in ROH. Nick has been, all these different shows. So let's not just. I get what you're saying, but let's not compare Nick Aldis to Brock.
Oh no, that's not what I'm doing now. But that's basically my analogy. That's basically my analogy for it. I would still say Ricky Dean himself, Rico, Mr. Flair, or how he used to says now, Charlotte Flair's dad.
I hope you throw up a lung and a kidney.
I hope there's blood in there.
Me too.
I hope not, because you're my brother, and I would hate to see anything bad happen to you. So I'm not going to hope any of those things.
No, I want.
But I would like you to finish your point.
Okay, Ric Flair is the greatest NWA champion. Nick Aldis can't even hold Rick's jock strap. Nothing, no offense to Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis is great, by the way. I want to make sure I point that out so it doesn't make like I'm shitting on him.
Yeah, because you definitely was about to get
cover
in.
my ass.
You did. Because I definitely was about to get in your butt. Go ahead, Damien.
Well, I guess what I'm gonna say is,
well, God bless you, Anthony. Good gracious, hit the mute button when you sneeze.
That was a sneeze? I thought you. I don't know what the hell I thought that was. Shit. Of the modern era, yeah, he's the greatest NWA agent. Like, period. Like, of the modern times, kind of have to give it to him. And look at the catalog of matches he's put on.
Bruh,
Yeah.
who you telling? That man named this is amazing.
So what? Let's see. Those people that you said above him, what they all wrestled, I don't know, 10 or more years ago?
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett, Adam Pearce, Gene Kaninsky, Dan Severn, Dory Funk Jr., Harley Race, Ric Flair, Luthez. Yeah, we're looking like 20, at least 20 years ago.
So so in the past 20 years, you have Nick Aldis who's been killing it. So of the modern time, yeah, he's the greatest NWA champ, period. I don't think anybody's going to even, come close. If you're going to say of all time, I'm going to have to go, super, super duper old school. Sorry. I'm going to have to go with Luthez. That man was a beast.
No, fair. No, fact. Luthez was.
I mean, to be honest with you, if I had a choice to get in the ring with him or Flair, yeah, I'd fuck Flair up. Just saying. Even young Flair, I'd fuck him up. Luthez, I ain't getting in the ring with him. I like my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. He ain't stretching me. He ain't putting out. Nah. Nope. Good. I'm good. Good.
All right, Cliff.
All right. So here's my thought process. Is he the greatest NWA champion of all time? No. Is he one of them? Yeah, I can put that in the category. Especially when you're talking about guys like Harley Race and Ric Flair. Like, there's no way that I'm going to sit back here and go, yeah, Nick Aldis, man. I think when it comes down to, storytelling as well as, his character work, I like Nick Aldis. But it's just something about the legacy of, Harley Race and Ric Flair that you can't go back on. So, for me, I would say Harley over Rick. I know a lot of people will probably be the other way. But I think, for me, it's Harley Race over Rick. And then at that, then probably maybe Nick after that.
Okay. All right. And then it goes to me. So, Nick is not the greatest of all time, NWA champion of all time. At least not yet, at least. I I will not say that that's not an accomplishment that he can get to, because Nick Aldis is, one of the greats so far. I just don't believe. I agree with everyone else. I don't think when you put him in the category with Ric Flair, Lou Thesz, Harley Race, I don't think he's on that level yet. But I do believe he can be. Nick Aldis has put the NWA on his back for the past couple of years, and it shows, and he's done it, successfully. The NWA has had a resurgence over the past year, and it's, mostly thanks to Nick Aldis holding the 10 pounds of gold. So, is he the greatest? No. Is he one of the greatest? Yes. But if we're going to pick somebody to be one of the greatest NWA heavyweight champions of all time, I'm going to go, and I might get heat for this one, but I'm going to go with Dory. Something about Dory Funk Jr. I think Dory could tell stories in the ring like no other. And Dory only had one reign, but what he did through that one reign, I think, is something, sort of amazing. So I'm going with Dory Funk Jr. as the greatest NWA champion of all time. So with that being said, it's now time to move on, and it's now time for the greatest segment in all the Three Count Podcast, and that is the Red Dogs Power Ranking.
All right, I'm going to go pee while you join this, by the way.
Danger Zone.
I think I'm just gonna take like your guys' like version of it, and I'm gonna use it as my theme song. Like I think it just has to be.
That was wrong.
That's
Not a bad idea.
It's amazing.
Not a bad idea.
So we have missed a week because we didn't record as of 9/13. We didn't record an episode. So I want to start with that top 10 first. So we're gonna start with number 10, Orange Cassidy.
Oh my God.
I hate you, Cliff.
So number 9, right? Nikki Cross. That was that 4-way match where she got Sister Abigail. Number
amazing, by the
8,
way.
Street Profits. Definitely thought it was a great look. I love their matchup. Number 7 was Bronson Reed. I'm digging Bronson on the show on NXT. I really am. Number 6, Brody Lee gets to make the list because, he's really good at his job. And that match with Dustin was pretty fun. Number 5, give it up. I decided to put the whole faction in. The Hurt Business makes the list.
That's right, black people.
Number 4.
I like that.
Number 4, we have to give it up for one of my favorite tag teams that I've been introduced to, and I've been going back and watching all their other matches and just thoroughly enjoying them more and more and more and more. Motor City Machine Guns makes this list.
All right.
Number 3, everybody's favorite wrestler. You know him as TJP. So,
Okay.
Number 2.
The official 3 Count Podcast favorite wrestler.
Number 2, we gotta give it up because this match was a bomb. I love the steel cage match, and she did a lot of work in it, and I really was kind of surprised to see how it finished. But Rhea Ripley, it sits at number 2, and number 1, the new and currently reigning NXT champion Finn Balor. Because let's be real, whoever was gonna win that match, they told a great story. There was a lot of great action. I didn't get bored of the match, so shout-outs to Finn Balor for that one.
That'll do.
So let's jump into September 20th. So as of today, when I get to, finalize these up. Number 10, XXXL makes the list. Not only do they make the list from Impact, but Jericho and Hager make this list as well because their match with Private Party was awesome.
Oh, Chris Jericho.
So let's get into number 9, where we have our reigning NXT champions, Breezango, and, gotta be fair, the match that we were just talking about earlier today, the best friends make this list.
Oh, fuck them too.
That should be a lot higher.
Yeah.
So any other day, I'd say boo any other day, but that parking lot brawl, I'm all for it. I enjoy it. So
That parking lot
That
brawl
me and
was
you are no
amazing.
longer friends.
And you could make your arguments. You could definitely make your arguments and say, hey, like this match should definitely be higher. But I definitely felt like Io Shirai had a better match than what the Parking Lot Brawl was. I thought the brawl was great, but Io's match with Shotzi Blackheart I thought was awesome.
That was really good.
it was a good match.
Then at number 7, I liked this match for 2 reasons, but Ivelisse versus Thunder Rosa, really throwing real shoot punches, like really deliver some hard strikes. But Thunder Rosa makes this list at number 7. I thought that was a better match.
Give her those hands.
Getting those hands. Getting those hands. Adam Hangman Page and Damian Priest make this list at number 6 because I felt like those 2 matches were really good. I thought Hangman actually showed me why he's been like at the status that he has been for AEW. Like we watched him start off, and I was kind of like I wasn't sold on him, and you guys are well aware. I've said this numerous times, but it's been slowly like he's been kind of grinding on me, and this match really kind of showcased that with Frankie. So I was definitely excited seeing that. And then Damian Priest with Timothy Thatcher, I thought that was a great match in itself. So we're gonna move to number 5. This would have been a steel cage match on Raw. So Dominic was in the matchup, but Seth Rollins came out with the win. And I thought that was a great story as well. And I felt like that match had me kind of on the fence. I legitimately thought that Dominic might actually win that steel cage match. I was like, all right. Number 4, and that's credits to Seth Rollins for that, by the way. Number 4, gotta give it up because, these guys are always going to make this list. Anytime I see them, they're always exciting. So give it up to Street Profits because they are awesome. Number 3, let's just be honest. This is the best tag team running in any major promotion on television. It does not matter where they are. FTR always delivers.
Yep. I have to agree with you on that one. I like them.
Number
I
3.
feel bad for them.
Yeah.
So these next 2 spots, this is the first time we've ever had this happen, and I'm totally excited for it, and I'm totally in with it. So there was a match for the number 1 contendership of the X Division title between Trey Miguel and TJP. And I didn't care who won this match. I felt like I was going to win either way. Trey ended up winning this match, so Trey gets the number 2 spot in this matchup. And last but not least, the number 1 spot. So we were supposed to get the Rascals and the Motor City Machine Guns, but instead we got the Good Brothers with Motor City Machine Guns versus Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, and the North. And guess what? Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, and the North take the number 1 spot this week.
Okay.
I ain't mad at that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
any other day, like, okay, let's be real. Let's go around the table because Lou said it best. He said the match should have been rated higher. Where would you have guys? We'll start with Lou, Dark Lord, JJ, and then, Chad, you can finish it up. Where would you put the best friends match? All right, we'll lose off the clock. So we'll go Dark Lord first.
I wouldn't have put it on there.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Let me stop. The match really wasn't that bad. Actually, the spot that you put in, I can live with that.
What about you, Lou?
A couple spots higher. I mean, you got your list. There's a few matches out there that definitely topped it. I think I'd at least put them over the Io Shirai match, but that's just me being biased because I'm an AEW guy. But that was
Man, at AEW.
you shut up. I'm talking. I'm just getting out of money. But that match, that parking lot match was great. I mean, look at all the reviews that have happened from it. Everybody's saying that match beat a lot of WWE great match.
Ooh, I wouldn't say that's taking it too far.
I mean, I could feel you saying that you would put it over Io Shirai, but still at that.
What did Dave Meltzer say? It's like better than HBK versus Undertaker.
Well, because Dave Meltzer's on drugs.
Okay, yeah. We don't take anything listen. I don't take anything that Dave says any longer. No more.
Davey
No.
Yeah, no.
is
He's
Dave
got
Meltzer
dementia.
does not hold any merit on this
Oh.
podcast.
He's got dementia. Trying to tell you.
You have dementia.
All right, so
I do, but he's worse than me.
Q, where would you have put the best friends match?
honestly, I would put it in the honorable mentions.
See,
I'm
this is why I like him.
Hating ass motherfucker. I can't say it. No, fuck it. Hating ass motherfuckers. That's what you guys are. It was
Look, it's not
entertaining.
my fault.
You know it.
Okay.
It's not my fault that Planned Parenthood is horrible.
Okay, in all honesty, I think, Mr. Red Dog, you did actually a good job. I think it was perfectly placed at where it was. I'm not gonna hate on it. Like, I just wanted to make a joke and be funny.
And we'll go with Chaz. Chaz, what would you put it at?
So, with the power rankings, and I always say, Cliff, you have a hard job when you do these power rankings, because you go through all the wrestling in the week. This was a very entertaining match. The parking lot fight, brawl, whatever you want to call it, was really good. It kept me entertained. Like, I watched it twice because I enjoyed it that much. Now, when I see the rest of the list, I think it's in a fair spot. Yes, you could have put it above Io Shirai's match, and you can have an argument for that. But I think it's in the right spot at number 9.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair assessment. That at most, and that's what I'm saying though. Like at most, it would sit number 8, if anything.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Cliff. Because Cliff is not Cliff. That match is not beating Thunder Rosa in Thunder Rosa's match from Wednesday night. That's not beating that. I'm gonna put it out there. That's not gonna beat that. That match is not gonna beat Hangman's match with Frankie Kazarian, which was too long. But that's not gonna beat that. It's not gonna beat the Damian Priest and Timmy Thatcher match. So I think it's in the right spot.
And there it is.
It could have been number 11.
Anyways,
you know what? And if anybody wants to know, yes, I will be reviewing the G1 Classic. I know the G1's going on right now. It was from Saturday and Sunday. I have not checked out the G1 yet, so I will be checking that out. And you might be seeing those matches. Actually, I'm going to try my best to put those matches on next week's list because I know we have the G1 going on the whole time. So
awesome. So let's get right to our favorite game. If I had the pencil.
It's your favorite game. I'm losing. Fuck this game.
So let it remind everyone the scores for If I Had the Pencil. The winner will get the Golden Pencil Award at the end of the year.
Fuck that pencil.
In first place is Anthony with 63%. 63% correct. Tied in second place with 56% correct is myself and my little brother.
Woo! Yeah. Woo.
Second place. Remember that.
fight's rigged.
In third place is Showtime Jeremy Grimes with 53% correct.
Boo.
In fourth place, we have Cliff with 52% correct.
Boo.
And fifth is Chris Idol with
Don't say my
50%.
name. Just drop it. Don't even say it. Just leave it alone. Just keep it moving.
What's his name? Who's in last place?
What's last place?
Don't
Say it.
don't do it. Don't do it. I swear to God, don't do it. On baby Jesus.
Who is
Don't
it?
make me
Oh, we
swear
all
on God's day.
We all know who's in last place.
What's his percentage?
Yeah, fuck off.
His percentage is 49%, but we know who's in last place. I
The
didn't say
Dark
his name.
Lord.
So,
The Dark Lord.
You know
The
what? I'm gonna
Dank
haunt
Lord.
all of y'all dreams tonight.
Loser Lord.
Guess what? I'm gonna haunt all y'all dreams tonight.
The Dork
love
Lord.
sleeping.
What up, dog?
All right, y'all got jokes. Y'all got jokes.
I'm sorry, Grandpa.
Yo, you made a
First thing
you made a
wake up
deal
at
with
2
the
o'clock in the morning.
deal with the devil, and he did not give you the power to like book shows.
It's because of that horrible AEW shows. Oh my god, I hate that bullshit.
I still have like 56 with the AEW terrible shows.
Yeah, but like I hate that show so much. I don't care what happens. That's the
I
thing.
got a 2 out of like 9.
I don't care. Like, oh, it's fucking garbage.
Alrighty, so Clash of Champions. That's the pay-per-view coming up for the WWE.
Oh,
So you're funny.
Dude,
So
everybody's
let's get-
retaining. That's my pick. Everybody's retaining. There will be no title changes. No, seriously, that is my pick. All champions are going to retain.
Oh man. So anyway, we got let's start with the Intercontinental Championship. We got a Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn in a ladder match. Triple threat ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. If you had the pencil, Cliff, who you got?
I'm taking Sami Zayn.
JJ.
What's his face? The ginger.
Sammy.
He said the ginger.
Anthony.
Respectful.
What did College Boy say? Did he say Sammy? I'm gonna go Sammy too.
All right, Sammy.
Gotta keep ahead of him.
Damien, you got. So you going with Jeff?
No, the Soulless Wonder, because he's the real champ. You know, gingers have no soul.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Dang.
All right, cool.
Normally I never go against AJ Styles because that is my favorite wrestler. But if I had the pencil, I'd go with AJ Styles. But I got Jeff Hardy. I don't think they're gonna take the belt off of him yet. I think if Sammy's gonna win, I think he's gonna beat Jeff 1-on-1 clean. I think that'd be a little better for Sammy.
Now
So-
it's better than the ladder match. He's gonna cheap shot that one. Trying to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that happening. I hope not though. For my
It's gonna happen.
winning percentage.
WWE, of course.
That's
Oh, you
true.
better- Yeah, you're gonna drop your
Moving on.
Oh,
to
let's
the
go.
SmackDown Tag Team.
Sorry.
Wow. Okay. Move to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. We got Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro going against the Lucha House Party. I'm going with Cesaro and Shinsuke because, yeah. What the fuck is the Lucha House Party again?
Loser house party.
They're getting ready to break up.
Exactly.
Like a bad polygamy relationship. Or
Like a
polyamorous.
getting
Or whatever you fucking call it. One of those
Cliff?
things.
Who you got, Cliff?
Yeah, I got Shinsuke and Cesaro retaining.
JJ?
Who's Lucha House Party again?
Exactly. So he's going with Cesaro.
KKK.
Whoa. Anthony.
I'm gonna go with Shinzaro.
Shinzaro. I'm writing that down too. Shinzaro.
Okay.
Damien.
Why are you asking me this question? I already told you who I picked. think I was joking?
Shinzaro. No,
Did you really
I didn't
think
think you
I
would.
was joking? All right, cool. So
Nah.
that's my answer for every time you ask.
All right, Women's Tag Team Championships. Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler versus the Riot Squad. Damien, who you got?
The big bitches. The ones that are fucking beat the dog piss out of those poor little girls. This is getting ready to be a hate crime. Oh my God. Why did they do? See, this is wrong. This is just wrong.
Cliff, who you got?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go with Baszler and Jax on this one.
Anthony?
Baszler.
Better not. I was gonna say.
I'm going with Nia Baszler.
Nia Blazer. Nia Blazer. That's what I'm going with too. Nia Blazer. All right, JJ, who you got? Nia Blazer?
What the hell is wrong with this kid?
What, dude?
He's
This
trying
is
to get
your
us
brother.
demonetized.
You're related to him.
Dude, that's not my brother.
No, I'm talking about the host over here.
I
That's
claim him.
blood staring at you.
I claim him. I claim him. You go with it. So is that Shayna? And yeah. Yeah, I can just tell by his face.
Hungry hippo.
Moving on.
Wow.
That's rude. Hey, she's a nice lady. You don't talk about her
She
like
is a
that.
nice lady.
She's good looking for being a big bitch.
Look,
Oh my
she can
god.
keep
Oh
you
my
warm.
God.
She can
And
keep
No,
you
you
warm in the
didn't.
bed. She can
Yo,
keep you warm in the bed and
y'all
on the
need to
couch.
y'all need to chill the fuck out, man. Nia Jax be like that though, man. She's fine.
She's definitely beautiful.
She
Jeez.
is.
Okay, she is like
I
she
give her-
is. She's
I
very
give her the
beautiful.
best. Nah,
Yeah.
never say that.
Injuring
Let me
people.
stop.
I
She's a beautiful
ain't gonna
woman.
lie. Look,
I
man.
was just trying to be funny, and
Nah, you
it's
took it
kinda
way
what
wrong.
worked.
You out here trying to make a JR joke.
I know, man. Like I'll be
I had
honest,
it
man.
stuck in my head.
I'm on TikTok and I follow Nia Jax and Lana because I'm like,
dude,
yeah,
they're
their videos be
hilarious.
lit.
They are hilarious. Dude, they are hilarious. They have me dying all the time. I fucks with Nia hard.
Bet you do. SmackDown Women's Championship
Is
match:
that- is
Bayley
that a
versus
problem,
Nikki
sir?
Cross.
Karen.
No, sir.
All right. Then.
We all know, Josh. We all know. Yes, I'm sorry. Nikki Cross versus Karen.
Yes.
Who you got, Josh?
Karen. Why is this even a match?
I knew you got
This is a
Why is
slaughterhouse.
Karen.
Like the
Anthony.
slaughters. Oh.
So what if Alexa comes and hits Sister Abigail on Karen and helps Nikki? What if?
Doubt it.
Doubt it. So I'm going
You're
Karen.
thinking too much. This is Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
He
I
said.
know.
He said. Dot it. He said. Dot it. I'm going Karen. He did all that just to say, yeah, I doubt that as well.
Yes.
That's funny. Damien, who you got? Karen?
Yeah, of course I have Karen. I mean, I love Nikki. Don't get me wrong, but God, this should be called Night of the Slaughter. Period. God damn.
Cliff, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna go with Bailey. I'm just kidding.
Karen.
It's so mean,
Yeah.
man. Like, yo, like we all like Nikki. It's so rude that we were just like, hey, yo, it's fine, man. You off to slaughter. Like,
Right? Come
I
on.
mean,
you gotta get that
That's the way
Sasha
they
Banks
booked
angle
her.
going on.
Right?
that's fact. That's legitimately what this is. Cause I'm going with Karen as well.
Nikki Cross is Yamcha.
Yeah, she is.
That's rude, man. She
I think you're
is
being-
at least a Krillin type, okay? Like she's not gonna be the first one to die. She's gonna be the last one to go.
Oh God, he said, "Call." Oh man.
I mean,
all right.
technically speaking, Yamcha did beat Goku.
When it didn't
When they were
matter.
kids.
It doesn't matter. He still won. He can still
Yeah.
look at Vegeta and be like, I beat Goku. You did it.
Yeah, I'm still
True.
gonna
The same
Oh,
thing.
thanks for coming at Vegeta, Josh.
Oh, I always do.
Yeah, I know. All righty, moving on. So, WWE Championship match. It's an ambulance match. I hate these types of
I
matches.
fucking hate
Drew
that.
McIntyre.
God damn it, I hate this match.
Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Who we got? I got Drew. If it wasn't an ambulance match, I would have picked Orton, but I got Drew. Cliff, who you got?
I got Keith Lee. No, I'm gonna.
Oh shit, I forgot he could be in. No, he's not in it.
No, he's not
I don't
in
know
it.
what's going on.
I'm gonna go with Drew as well.
Josh, who you got?
I hear voices in my head. They telling me Drew wins this match. They telling me.
Yeah, I knew that. All righty. Anthony.
I got Randy Orton because I don't think he's gonna pin Drew clean, and the way Drew got him, I think Randy gets it.
Doubt it.
You need to get drug tested.
Yeah, you do.
Damien.
Matter of fact, you know what? Can you share those drugs at your own, please?
It's right here.
Damien, who you had?
You know who I got.
Drew.
Damien,
I told you, night of the
my
slaughter.
drugs.
Champions going over all night long.
Alrighty.
This is just a
You got
glorified house show.
Damien, I have your drugs right here.
All right, cool. Bet. I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
I mean, I don't doubt it. He'll teleport.
Anyway.
Oh shit, he's right here.
Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. All right, I'm just going to just put Roman down for everyone. I don't think we all know Jay's not winning.
If Jay wins, I'm going to church next Sunday.
Yo.
Oh.
So,
No, it's gonna be the Sunday after.
So you're just gonna pick for me?
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to be busy next Sunday.
Oh,
The Sunday
are you
after-
going to pick Jey Uso?
No.
Are you picking Jey Uso?
I did. No. Because the last time I said I'd go to church is what was it? Charlotte lost? Yeah. So
Yeah.
she saved me from going to church. You know, I have faith in Roman.
So those are all the announced matches that are on WWE's website. So if any other matches that get announced, we will definitely have those, for everyone on our, on our Instagram. But those are all the matches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches. That doesn't include the possible Raw Tag Team Championship
Or the
match.
United States title.
Or the United States title.
Or
So
the Raw Women's title.
Who's
or
Smack-
the Raw Women's title.
Who does SmackDown Women champions?
That's the Karen and Nikki match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, who does SmackDown Women's Tag Team champions?
There is no
There's only one
SmackDown.
set. There's only
Nia
one
Jax
set.
and
Alrighty then. So
Women.
on that note, that is our show.
Did he?
I'm
Hold on.
not
Did he?
doing it.
Hold on. No. Stop. Really, man? Really? Seriously?
Hey, here's your drugs.
All right, cool. That's why. All right.
We gotta get.
All right.
Somebody call the EMT.
What?
Anthony's gonna be in an ambulance match. You about to send him off? I'm an OD'd over here thinking they're SmackDown women titles.
I got 3 kids. Leave me alone.
I got 3 too. What's your point?
You're also 70, so you should be used to it.
7 billion.
Ooh. See, the thing is, I've been single for most of that. So I
Child
waited
support
super
paying.
late.
You child support paying schmuck.
Oh, you know what though? See, I might have some kids I don't know about. Did spend some time in
Anyway,
Mexico as a
I heard one of them
teenager.
was Joan of Arc.
I might. I'll
Anyway,
claim her.
I'm done. I'm closing this show out. So
Why are you closing
with that
the show?
being
Why you-
said,
why
ladies
you-
and
Let's
gentlemen,
talk, Taz. Let's talk.
I know. Let's have a chit chat.
with that being said, I want to thank everybody. Thank everyone for listening to the 3 Count Podcast, those that tuned in on YouTube, if you've lasted this long. Also, make sure you get yourself a Duffin Season shirt. Support me, buy my merch. Get yourself a Red Dog t-shirt too. What a maneuver. Get a Red Dog shirt. Get a Showtime Jeremy Grimes shirt. Get a Studio 22 shirt. Get a 3 Count t-shirt. Just buy our merch, point blank. I'm the host, the Don, your boy, your cousin, your nephew, the icon, Chaz Evans, here with the co-host, the Red Dog, Cliff Miller, here with the college boy, Q, JJ Napster, Josh Evans. Also here with the Dark Lord himself, from the depths of hell, Damien
I want my
Fatal,
money.
and Lou the Franchise. Lou the Franchise rocking that Duffing Season shirt because he knows it's 25-8 Duffing Season. So be there for the next episode of the 3 Count Podcast or get duffed.
Oh, and yeah. Are we done yet? No?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, this is Jeremy Showtime Grimes here to let you guys know that you need to check out the best podcast on YouTube or any platform possible. I'm talking about the 3 Count Podcast. Find us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, all at the 3 Count Pod or the 3 Count Podcast. You will not only find me, but you'll find the Red Dog, Clifford Miller. You will find the Icon, Chaz Evans, and you will find much more great content. You'll see a lot of great people, and if you don't, well, that's just too bad for you. So be there, or you know what, be there, not anywhere else, because it's time to show up and show up, baby, and it's showtime. There you go, Cliff.